Welcome everyone. How you all doing today? What's going on? What's going on? How everyone doing tonight? Trying to do my live at Wednesday. I mean, it's a little late, but maybe a few people might be up, so why not? But the topic most likely is, if the children are the future, what are we putting in place for them? If the children are the future, what are we putting in place for? I mean, when you live study and you look at how things going, as kids, you got to, these days, man, you got to struggle so hard when you come out of school. You looking for them because of the finance, because of the help. Sometimes it ain't even just the finance. We could help the children within teaching them, within knowledge. There's many ways we can contribute to the younger generation. Our parents, our grandparents contribute for us. So I think we should start thinking about the future of the children and just stop talking about the children are the future. Yes, the children are the future, but what are we putting in place for the children of the future? We have to start looking into these things. Of Twitty, how you doing? Thank you for being here, man. I appreciate it, man. Yes, the children, I always hear this saying, the children are the future. Okay, yes, we understand that. But what are we, the older, the parents, the grandparents of today? What are we putting in place for these children, that these children can have a stepping stone in life? I teach our children and grandchildren about plants and growing food. My garden is all about providing for them in the future. Exactly. And you also teaching them how to provide for themselves. So it's not just finance. It's not just money. It's the knowledge. It's, whatever you can do. But we have to contribute for these children, that we give them a stepping stone in life. We prepare them for the future. We prepare them for able to provide instead of just depending, able to provide for their family. Yes, we got to prepare them, Garden of Twitty. We got to prepare them and put them in that place that they could be, able to provide. Providing is very important. We cannot just be consumers. We cannot just teach the children to be consumers. We have to teach them to be producers, producing, not just consuming. The producers is who made the money. The consumers is who spend the money. And you know what? The mind is such a powerful thing, but a lot of people don't. You know what, man? Hear what? You cannot excel in life. You cannot excel in life if you only a listener and a believer. You have to able to think and analyze things for yourself. If you grow up and somebody, you just listening and following. If somebody say go around the corner, you go around the corner. If somebody say run, that's what, and you just following. You're not using your brain. You're not using your mind. So you become a believer and not a thinker. You become a believer instead of knowing. I rather to know than to be a believer. You know what I'm saying? So this is why we got to do our own little experiment, our own little research. You know, we cannot just hold on to what was said. If you say something to me, I must be able to do my research on it. I must be able to go and see that, yes, he's correct. This is how I see it. You know what I'm saying? And we got to start to prepare the children for the future and start focusing on the children of the future. We already know that. Common sense tell you the children are the future. So the children gonna grow up one day and become the elders. So we know that. But what are we putting in place for these children? How are we helping these children? Yes, we provide food for them. Yes, we provide clothes for them. That only for them to grow up with. What about when they come out of school? What about when they reach that age where they need that help, where they need that stepping stone, where they need that, you know, a piece of land that they could say, all right, let me build a house. Let me save some money and build a house. Teach them how to invest. Teach them how to be positive. Because if we see today, you know what, and the children these days is not getting, you know, like the people who grew up, like our parents, our grandparents, and ourselves. We understand. Hi, Destiny, you says, how are you? Peace and love to you. We understand that we are in different times, and different time bring changes, but also there's principle that lives. There's principle that dwells forever. Okay? And if you hold on to certain principle, it can really help you. Destiny says, I feel like we need to get them off the internet. Some get them back into activity that very healthy for the development. Yes, I agree with that, you know, but the thing about it is it's a different world. And if you have fast access to anything, you have to able to, is the internet. The internet become the norm today. You know what I'm saying? So telling a child come off the internet is like telling them don't eat no food today. You know what I'm saying? This is how important the internet is to these kids. So taking them off is like you hurting them. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we could give them time out. We could say, all right, 2 hours for the internet. And after you done on the internet, we're going to go out and shoot some basketball. Or we're going to kick some football. Or we're going to something. But we have to, you know, we cannot take them back. The kids, then we cannot take them back to our time because our time is definitely different than their time. You know what I'm saying? In our time growing up is definitely different from their time. So it's different. But still there's certain principle that lives. And like I said, if we say the children are the future, what are we putting in place for them? What are we creating that they could have a stepping stone in life? They could say, all right, my parents, my grandparents, Destiny Ose. Thank you, Destiny Ose. Peace and love to you. Thank you so much for that donation. I truly appreciate that. Peace and love to you. Thank you so much. Yes, so the children is our future. Children are our future, however you put it. But a little guiding light, a little preparation, a little stepping stone could really helps them. I mean, it's real hard to start from square one, especially without no help. Without no help, to start from square one is not easy. So let's put it this way. The kids come out of school, they have no jobs, right? We as the elders never prepare nothing for them. No, they got to start from square one. That's not easy. But guess what? If there's something prepared for the children, it become a stepping stone for them. It become a beginning for them. So they could continue. We need continuous. We need things to continue from generation to generation. We have to put things in place for these children. Yes, we have to put things in place. All I'm hearing is the children are the future. But what are we doing for the children? Like I said, it's not about just finance. The problem is no togetherness. No togetherness. Too much separation. It becomes so difficult because everyone for themselves. Everyone for themselves. Too much dishonesty. So even though you try to build something, there's going to be people inside there who sabotaging. And that's the crazy thing. Destiny uses, yes, but I think internet is not allow our kids to have common sense. The kids use thinking for themselves because everything can just fine line. So critical thinking is not in them. And if one day they have to think the way out and do not have access to the computer, what's going to happen? You know what? That's a very, very good point. That's a very good point. In the old time, people use the mind. People use the brain. The mind is so powerful you wouldn't even believe. You know what I'm saying? But in today's time, People don't think no more. Even grown-ups. Some of us don't even think no more. What we do, the internet. We need to find out something. We type it in, the internet shows. So now the thinking process is demolishing because people don't think no more. Because you could just type in and get question answers. So you're not, in those days, okay, let's put it this way. In our time, in my time growing up, in school, I have to study. I got to write down all my notes, and then when test time come, I got to go in that book and refresh my memory with these notes. So I got to study it and memorize it. So by me studying it and memorize it, when the test come now, I can just, whatever I remember, I just write it in. These days is different. Yes, you got to study these days, but it's on a different level because you could still go in Google and type in and get answers. We used to have to read and figure out the answers. So, it's different. The thinking process has been sliding away real easy. And because of that, common sense being melting away real easy. So, so the common sense, the first time like I learned growing up, common sense come before book. So before there was a book, there was common sense. So how now can you eliminate common sense when it was always there? Yes, common sense is always there. So you have to use your common sense. You can't just eliminate your common sense. And that's going on a lot today. People don't use their common sense anymore. So, this is what I'm saying here now. If the children are the future, what are we going to do? We know it's not going to be easy, but we got to start. We got to start preparing them. We got to start, creating things that the kids them could become entrepreneur. Hey, me coffee, peace and love to you. How you doing? How you doing, me coffee? Thank you. Yes, and you now say something. Reading is very important. If you read different books, etc., help your thinking process. Yes, that's true. Reading help you process. Because while you're reading, you got to process and you got to understand at the same time. So yes, reading is help build your knowledge. Okay? And it's always wise when you're reading to skim things out. Because not everything you read is on point. That's where the brain, the common sense, the mind, that's where that kick in. When you use your common sense, sometimes it make you see when thing is not right. It make you understand that this ain't make no sense. But if you're not using your common sense, everything somebody tell you and you go with it and you hold on it. that doesn't mean it's right or it's the truth. Me coffee, I'm doing good. All right. Peace and love to you. Thanks for being here. You know, tonight we're basically talking about the kids and the future of the kids and what are we putting in place for them instead of talking about the kids are the future. Yes, we already know that. But what are we putting in place for the children? Let me a few examples. We could invest in. There's times when a few dollars pass our hands and let's invest in something. Use money and invest in. Everything is a sacrifice. I don't understand that. But everything is a sacrifice. All right? Everything is a sacrifice. So if some funds pass your way, you could sacrifice a portion of it and say, let me invest this and see what can I accomplish from this. At least you're trying. It's better to try than not to try at all. So investing can help your kids in the future. You could invest in their future. It's very serious, man. This ain't no joke. It's difficult for these children when they step out of school and looking for a job and cannot find a job or cannot find a job they qualify for. Then they have responsibility. All this brings poverty, more poverty into the family. You know what I'm saying? But if we invest in each other, we can grow and become entrepreneurs. Because guess what? We have a lot of entrepreneurs. But they had a brain, they had a mind for it, but the funds is not there. You see what I'm talking about? The funds is not there. And because the help, the backup plan for the children, it's difficult. There's no help, there's no backup plan. So now it's become difficult for the children them. So entrepreneur is just getting washed under the carpet. Brilliant minds is getting washed under the carpet. Why? Because there's no backup. So now they got to go and start from square one. And you know square one ain't easy to start from. You know square one is real difficult for start from. Your mind got to be right to start from square one. A lot of people will not start from square one. They would not even try. Unless they don't get that stepping stone, they will not even try. But you have people who will still try from nothing. And a few will overcome it. But there's thousands, millions of brilliant mind just washing under the carpet. Why? Because there's no help. And it's real difficult. I understand it's really, listen to me. I know it's really difficult for a lot of us. I know that. I know it's real difficult because you got to take care of your home. You got to take care of your kids them. But sacrifice. Sometimes some funds come in your hand. Instead of you run to the store and shop like you crazy, invest something. Invest into your children's future. Even as a piece of land, you invest into that. When they reach, they have a stepping stone. They have a piece of land that they could say, all right, let me save some money that I can start building my own house. We have to start helping how we can, because it's getting tougher and tougher. As we can see, it's getting harder and harder each day. When your children grow up and ask you, Mom, Dad, I need some, I'm out of school now and I need a few $100 or a few $1,000. I mean, could you imagine your kids come to that? I mean, it could be painful because they have good intention and you cannot help them in no farm. No farm, no way. It could be devastated. And not everybody have strong mind to say, well, you know what? All right, I'm going to see what I can do. Some people just give up. If my parents can't help me, they just give up and that's it. A brilliant mind just gone again. You know what I'm saying? I know it's difficult, but this is what we do. Find some way that you can invest in your kids. You know what I'm saying? Even is by knowledge. Learn things that you can teach them. You can teach them how to go out there and be a man or a woman. It ain't got to be finance, cash all the time. However you can. Destiny is very tough. Land is very important. Now to have. Yes. And I'm telling you all, if you could invest in a piece of land, invest in a piece of land. Just invest your money. Let that money bring back in money for you. Or if you buy a piece of land, that land can grow and become a stepping stone for your children. Okay? Because by the time they reach that age, that land could cause a lot of money. So it could be a stepping stone. Okay? And a lot of people these days, I don't know, man. You see, I was talking to somebody the other day, and I was telling them about, passing down, I say, man, these days people selling like crazy. You know what I'm saying? What about passing down what you have? You know what I mean? Like, pass it down. Leave it for the children and them. And the person said to me, he said, man, sometimes you leave these things for these kids, and from the time you pass, these kids stop paying the tax, these kids sell you. Man, you don't die. You gone. You gone. You know you leave something for them. If they don't want to do what's right and benefit for themselves and use that, whatever you leave for them, to help them to a better place, you did your job. We get into this thing about Oh, these kids sell and these kids, why I don't sell it? Because they're going to sell it anyway. You don't know that for sure. You know what I'm saying? Yes, some kids do that, but you don't know that for sure that they're going to sell. So I think we got to start thinking more deeper. Try to pass down for the children. Just educate them while you're here. Tell them, listen me, when you own a house, you have to pay tax. You have to, you know, you own a property, you have to pay the tax. You educate them from young. So by the time they hit that age, they already educated. I see kids, 13, 14, going to the bank. I see kids paying bills, young kids taking care of business for them parents. Because their parents include them from young. So these are things we got to do. Start including them from young. Let them pay the bills. I'm not saying let them pay the bills out the pocket, but let them understand, damn, I got to, listen to me, go pay the light bill for me. Go pay the gas bill. Let them understand these things. So when they grow up, it's already in them. Listen to me, the thing is, sometimes we don't teach them these things, and when they grow up, they have no knowledge. See, this is why I'm saying we have to try, even if it's not finance, we try to teach them. And you also try to teach them about investing. Investing is important. You have to teach them about paying. It's very important to let a child see how the bills work. Very important. Let it be the one who take care of the bills. So they're going to understand. Damn, it's so much money mommy and daddy got to pay for gas bill. They might even start to ease up on the gas. They might see that when they pay the water bill, they might say, oh my gosh, it's so much money for this water bill. Let them see. So when they see and they grow up, they already understand. Their mind already trained. They're going to be responsible. But when you not teach them and they grow up, never pay a bill, never understand how it works, that's lack of knowledge right there. So it's many things we can give to the children, a stepping stone in life. Who could give the funds? Who could pass down the land? Who could pass our knowledge? Do it. Because it's important. It's important for the children to have certain knowledge. Instead of when they grow up, you have them in a wall believing this is the life. And then when they grow up, they realize, damn, they don't want to pay the bills because they never pay a bill. They never understand. Okay? And in this world today, if we notice, you have to have a credit. If you have a credit and a job, you could own things. So this is why we have to educate these kids about college, not college, about investing. Okay, about college. Some people refuse to go to college, okay? But if you don't want to go to college, you have to have a backup plan. That's how I see it. I'm not telling nobody not to go to college. What I'm saying is, if you don't want to go, what's your backup plan? Because you have to have a backup plan. How are you going to survive? And in this time, approaching, you definitely got to have a backup time, a backup plan. How will you make it? How will you survive? Look at what's going on. The job market is dropping. Just think, what are you gonna do? We rather to just, instead of we invest, we rather to invest our money into all different type of thing, clothes. No, you got to invest into something that can bring back something for you. So the children, if we teach them from young about investing, they're going to grow up and want to invest because it's something we teach them or it's something they have knowledge about. You know what I'm saying? We sometimes have to gain knowledge that can benefit our children. So sometimes, as stressful it could be, at times, you can do some studying, do some researching about investing and all these things, and start teaching your kids about it. So once you teach them about it, you're giving them knowledge. Then they might want to know, Mom, Dad, how you do this or how you do that. Then you could say, all right, listen me. This is how you do it. You have some money, you invest it, you allow the money to work and bring back for you. Okay? Everything is a sacrifice. So sacrifice a few dollars, invest it, and try and let it bring back for you. Invest in a piece of land, invest in a property, invest in, you know what I'm saying? Invest in knowledge, invest yourself in knowledge. It's many ways we can help these children instead of just, they grow up and they have nothing to start from. They go to school, they come out with the greatest education. When I say the greatest education, I mean they come out past everything with high score and come outside and cannot get the job they qualify for. Nobody have no money to invest in them. That could be devastating. You know what I'm saying? So if we don't have the funds, at least we invest in, we have a piece of land or something, that could be a stepping stone. So we have to invest. We have to teach our children about investing. We have to teach them how to be independent. We have to teach them from a young age. We have to invest knowledge, finance, whatever we can into our children. Because knowledge could take you a long way. Knowledge could bring forth anything you want. Trust me. So whatever you can share for the future of the children, share it. Let's educate them. Let's teach them about investing. Let's teach them about owning properties. Let's teach them about, instead of being the consumer, become a producer. Let's teach them these things. Maybe we could help them prepare a better future for themselves. Instead of grow up just living like this is what I see around me and this is life. No, life could be better. Life is how we make it. Life is how you make it. Life is how I make it. Opportunities comes around once in a blue moon. When I say opportunity, positive opportunity, something that could really help you, something that could benefit you, only comes around once in a blue moon. So you got to be aware that when your time come and your opportunity come, you did not fall asleep. A lot of us fall asleep on our opportunity. And when it passes, sometimes it don't pass back. So this is why we have to be aware of what's going on and stop sleeping. So anything we want to do, we got to start thinking of the future of the children. What are we going to do as elders, as parents, as grandparents, as grandfathers, as mothers, as fathers? What are we going to do, or what are we going to put in place to benefit these kids? Peace and love, Destiny Osis. Thank you. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yes. So let's stop saying something we already know. Common sense tell you that the kids are the future. Let's start focusing on what can we do for our children. What can we provide for their future? What can we put in place for them to have a better future? What can we do for let them with all that brilliant mind and brilliant ideas become something to benefit their generation, their kids? We have to start now, and then when we prepare for them, then they will able to prepare for their children and their grandchildren. So now we create a trend, and that trend could build. So instead of we are so in the state and struggling, our grandchildren could benefit from our struggle, because our struggle, we use our struggle and create for them. We use our struggle, we sacrifice for them so that they could be the entrepreneur they want to be, that they could be the creator that they want to be, and provide for their children and their grandchildren. So we got to start today, now, and prepare that road for the children. We got to start today and prepare that road for our children. So our children gonna provide that road for their children and their grandchildren. Yes, we know it's hard. We know it's difficult. But like I said, knowledge is power. Knowledge will help as well. You give them the knowledge, they could use that knowledge and travel with it and take it to a different place. You see what I'm saying? So it's not just the finance. It's everything we can help them in a positive way. We got to do it in a positive way. Help these kids transform to a better future. Destiny Osis, good night, everyone. Thank you, Planter Garden TV. Very interesting knowledge. Peace and love to you, Destiny Osis. Yes, so it's important for the children to grow with knowledge, common sense, and teach them how to become investors. Help them to become the entrepreneur. Let them be able to use that brilliant mind and be creators, because we all are creators. We just don't know it. You are a creator, I am a creator, because we create. We create ideas and make it into something. They have the thinkers and you have the doers. You have some people come up with brilliant ideas, and then you have people who use the ideas and turn it into reality, make it become physical. So the mind create, and then the brain help turn it into something physical. You are a creator, don't forget that. So thank you, Destiny Oses, for being here with me. I appreciate you. Thank you. Anyone in the live, I hope you guys enjoying the live. If you enjoying the live, give me a thumbs up. All right? Just hit the thumbs up button once you enjoying the live. But yes, if the children are the future, what are we going to do to help them in the future? We cannot just, I mean, it's a lot of things, you know. I'm not trying to, I hope this video did not disturb anyone. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand some people, the state of mind is kind of, you know what I'm saying? So not everybody is in this kind of thinking. You know? Not everyone, but whoever is aware and understand what I'm saying tonight, we should start building something for our kids' future. It can be knowledge. Gardening, oh yes, well, you know, this channel is about gardening, but, you know, we talk about, you know, this topic tonight. I had us to talk about this because what I'm seeing today, things have to, we got to wake up and see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? We got to try to create things for better our children and our grandchildren. If you look, just look around and see. That's where people doing. People buying up all the land and all the house. And they know they're only here for a few more years. But they know they have children and grandchildren. That's the mentality we got to think. Instead of want to just sell, you have a house and you're old, you're getting old and you feel, oh, I'm going to sell it. Sometimes you could pass it. Listen to me. Let me don't say that because I don't know everybody's situation. Everybody got to know their situation. You know, if you got to sell, you got to sell. That's you. Because I don't know your situation. But if you don't have to, pass it down to the kids. Give the kids a stepping stone in life. Yes, sometimes you pass it down and it create problems. But just do it right when you pass it down. Do it in a way that there's no need for no fighting over anything. All right? We understand that. You do it in a smart way that nobody cannot fight. Okay? But that still doesn't mean, oh, they're going to fight, so I'm going to sell. No. It got to be more deeper than that if you want to sell. Okay? So I'm not telling anyone not to sell and sell. I'm just saying, if you don't have to, or if you don't have to, pass it down, man. Let the kids them become. There's brilliant people with brilliant mind not getting the opportunity to able to do what they want, or able to create what they want, or able to speak to someone who will listen to them and create a business. You'll be surprised. So if we was a community was doing that and seeking these entrepreneurs, the brilliant mind, instead of talk about them and say all kind of stuff about them, let's see the entrepreneur, see the brilliant mind, and create opportunity for them. That's what we got to do. Create opportunity for them. Let them able to become the entrepreneur or whatever brilliant they want to become. Because when they become the entrepreneur, then they will be able to hire someone. You see what's going on here? No, you open up a door for employment. So we got to start, it's not about we. We got to stop thinking this thing is about we. This is not about we. This is about our children and our grandchildren and our great-grandchildren. Don't get mixed up. It's about the children and their children and our grandchildren. We got to prepare a way for them, because this struggle is real and it's getting harder each day. Game Boy, thanks for what? Inspire, okay. Peace and love to you, Game Boy. Hi, Clipty, what's up, man? What's going on? Thank you. Thank you all for being here. Peace and love to you guys. I hope you guys listening this, because if you didn't listen to this video, if you wasn't live, you should watch this whole video, because this video is very inspiring. And if we can listen to this video and try come together in different community and build, we can create a better place for our family and our children. Thank you, Clipty. Peace and love to you. Thank you all for being here, man. I appreciate each and every one. Guys, this video, I would like you guys to give this video a thumbs up. I would like you guys to share this video, because this video can help a lot of people. Yes. The children are the future. What are we going to do? Or what are we going to put in place for the children? I want to say, guys, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for joining this live tonight. I hope you guys can share this video. I hope you guys can give this video a thumbs up. I hope you guys can go and check out my YouTube channel because I have a lot of video about planting, harvesting, growing, a lot of videos. So if you guys could check out my channel and subscribe to my channel, I will truly appreciate it. And if you already subscribe, hit that notification bell that you can get all my latest update. So peace and love to you guys. I'm really excited for this night. It's almost an hour since I'm here. So this video is almost an hour long. And I show there's some information up in here that we all can learn from. So don't forget to share this video, guys. Game Boy, I'm start planting. When you gonna start plant, Game Boy? For next spring, are you gonna plant your fall garden? Okay, you guys could ask me some question about gardening before I leave. No one have no question? Okay, guys, well, if nobody have no question, I'm going to end the live. Thank you all for being here. I truly appreciate you guys. Peace and love and blessing to all.